What if I told you that the very fruit sitting quietly in your kitchen right now, the one you've always trusted to be healthy, might actually be draining your strength, clouding your mind, and quietly accelerating the aging process? It sounds shocking, almost unbelievable. And yet, for millions of older adults, this is the hidden truth that no one has ever warned them about. Recent research has revealed a startling reality. Some fruits, often praised in glossy health magazines and diet books, can increase inflammation in the body by more than 300% in just 1 week. Others cause blood sugar levels to surge so quickly that only a few hours later, you are left feeling dizzy, exhausted, and craving more food. And here is the most unsettling part. These fruits are still widely promoted as healthy, when in fact, for people over 60, they may be silently undermining muscle strength, damaging the heart, and even eroding memory. But there is good news. Not all fruits are the enemy. In fact, for very specific kinds have been scientifically proven to do the exact opposite. They can restore flexibility to your arteries, calm harmful inflammation, shield the brain from decline, and even improve balance, allowing you to move with the kind of confidence and vitality you remember from decades earlier. That is exactly what we are going to explore today, for fruits you should never eat after the age of 60, and 4 you should add to your daily routine without hesitation. Every detail is backed by peer-reviewed science and real-life cases, giving you the knowledge to make choices that protect your health instead of harm it. But before we go deeper, let me ask you 2 questions. What fruit do you currently eat every single day? And have you ever noticed joint pain, digestive discomfort, or mental fog after eating certain kinds? Share your answers in the comments below. We carefully read each one and respond with personalized guidance, helping you get the very best out of your nutrition. Now, let us begin with the fruit that may already be sitting in your refrigerator, quietly aging your body from the inside out. The first fruit on our caution list may surprise you: grapes. Those tiny, sweet orbs that look so harmless in a bowl on your kitchen counter can, in reality, act like sugar bombs that silently age your arteries and disrupt your balance of energy. Think about it. On a hot afternoon, you reach into the fridge, grab a handful of chilled grapes, and tell yourself it's the perfect healthy snack. But inside your body, something very different is happening. Grapes contain, on average, 16 grams of sugar per 100 grams, yet almost no fiber to slow that surge down. The result? A rush of sugar flooding directly into your bloodstream. For someone younger, the body may compensate. But after 60, the pancreas and insulin receptors simply don't respond the way they once did. That flood of sugar creates a dangerous roller coaster. Blood glucose spikes sky high, then crashes, leaving you shaky, fatigued, lightheaded, and craving even more sweets. And the risks don't stop there. A 5-year study of over 1,200 adults above 60, published in the Journal of Gerontology, found that those who ate more than 150 grams of grapes per day had fasting blood sugar levels 34% higher and a 28% greater risk of type 2 diabetes, compared to those who ate less than 50 grams a week. But sugar isn't the only hidden danger. Grapes consistently appear on the Dirty Dozen list compiled by the Environmental Working Group, 12 fruits most contaminated with pesticides. Laboratory tests found up to 56 different chemical residues on grapes, many of them neurotoxins or endocrine disruptors. Washing them helps little, because those chemicals seep deep into the skin and flesh. Consider the case of Meline, a 72-year-old from Ohio. For years, she snacked on grapes every evening, believing they were safer than candy. Within a year, she noticed foggy memory, unpredictable afternoon fatigue, and unexplained weight gain. Blood tests revealed she was already in the pre-diabetic range. But when she replaced grapes with blueberries, her energy stabilized and her fasting blood sugar returned to normal in just 3 months. The smarter swap? Blueberries. Unlike grapes, blueberries have a much lower glycemic index, around 25, meaning they raise blood sugar far more slowly. They are also loaded with anthocyanins, antioxidants proven to improve insulin sensitivity and protect arteries. If you still choose grapes, limit yourself to no more than 10 to 12 at a time, and always pair them with protein or healthy fat, such as a small handful of almonds, to blunt the sugar spike. Now let's turn to another fruit that often wears the disguise of a miracle food, pineapple. For decades, pineapple has been praised for bromelain, an enzyme said to reduce inflammation. But for older adults, this tropical fruit can create far more harm than healing. Here's why. After 60, the protective lining of the stomach naturally thins. Instead of being like a thick leather shield, it becomes as delicate as tissue paper. When bromelain comes into contact with this fragile lining, it doesn't discriminate. It breaks down proteins indiscriminately, whether they're in a steak you just ate or in the very tissues that protect your stomach. The result? Irritation, erosion, and in many cases, painful ulcers. Layer on pineapple's high acidity, pH values between 3.2 and 4.0, nearly as corrosive as stomach acid itself, and you have a perfect storm for heartburn, reflux, and esophageal irritation. A study published in the American Journal of Gastroenterology reported that 62% of people over 60 experienced severe reflux after eating pineapple. If you already suffer from GERD or acid reflux, pineapple is like pouring fuel on the fire. And then comes the sugar. 1 cup of diced pineapple carries about 16 grams of sugar, nearly identical to grapes. Without much fiber, that sugar is absorbed rapidly, creating the same dangerous blood sugar spikes. A study of more than 2,300 adults over 65 found that frequent pineapple eaters had HbA1c levels, a long-term marker of blood sugar, 41% higher than those who rarely touched it. But perhaps the most alarming risk is drug interaction. Pineapple can amplify the effects of blood thinners like warfarin, dramatically raising the risk of bleeding. Weaken antibiotics, reducing their effectiveness. Interfere with sedatives and seizure medications by altering how the liver metabolizes them. For the millions of seniors taking multiple prescriptions, this is not just a concern, it is a real danger. So what's the safer alternative? Papaya. Papaya contains papain, an enzyme gentle enough to aid digestion without eroding the stomach's lining. It is low in acid, easy on the gut, rich in vitamin C, and full of antioxidants, without the harsh side effects. If you must eat pineapple, do so cautiously. Keep portions to just 2 small pieces. Never eat it on an empty stomach. And if you take blood thinners, avoid it entirely. The third fruit on our caution list may come as a shock, the orange. For decades, oranges have been seen as the symbol of health, rich in vitamin C, boosting immunity, a bright staple of breakfast tables around the world. But the truth is more complicated. For adults over 60, eating oranges daily can cause more harm than good. Each juicy segment is packed with citric acid. When you're young, strong enamel shields your teeth from erosion. But with age, that protective layer thins. Research published in the Journal of Dental Research found that older adults who ate oranges daily were nearly 4 times more likely to experience severe enamel loss than those who limited their intake. The result? Tooth sensitivity, cavities, and even tooth loss, issues that can drastically reduce quality of life. And the damage doesn't stop at your teeth. Studies from the Arthritis Foundation, involving nearly 1,900 seniors, showed that daily orange eaters reported 45% higher joint pain and longer morning stiffness, on average 38 minutes more, compared to those who consumed oranges less frequently. That seemingly healthy morning glass of orange juice may actually be fueling the very inflammation behind aching knees and hips. Beneath the peel, another risk hides in plain sight. The white pith, often recommended for its fiber, absorbs pesticides like a sponge. Laboratory testing has confirmed that these chemicals don't just cling to the surface, they seep into the flesh itself. And for older adults with slower detox systems, these toxins can build up, disrupting hormones, burdening the immune system, and clouding memory. But perhaps the most dangerous risk is the one no one talks about: drug interaction. Oranges contain compounds called furanocoumarins, which interfere with cytochrome P450 enzymes in the liver, the body's main system for metabolizing medication. The consequence? Drugs can reach levels far higher than intended, triggering severe side effects. For seniors, the risk is profound. Blood levels of statins, cholesterol-lowering drugs, can rise by as much as 20% when combined with oranges. Calcium channel blockers, used for blood pressure, can spike by 35%. Certain antidepressants can climb nearly 30%, turning a normal dose into a dangerous overdose. That healthy morning glass of orange juice could be transforming your medication into a silent threat. Take Clara, a 72-year-old grandmother who proudly ate 2 oranges a day. Soon she noticed worsening joint pain, painful mouth sores, and strange side effects from her blood pressure pills. Eventually, her doctor traced the problem back to her orange habit. When Clara swapped oranges for red bell peppers, loaded with vitamin C but free of acid and pesticides, her stiffness eased, her enamel damage stopped progressing, and her medication worked as intended. A safer solution? Red bell peppers. A single medium pepper delivers nearly 190 milligrams of vitamin C, 3 times more than an orange, without the acid erosion or drug conflicts. Strawberries are another excellent option, offering 85 milligrams of vitamin C per cup, plus antioxidants that fight inflammation. If you truly love oranges, save them for rare occasions, and never consume them alongside your medications. And now we arrive at the 4th and final fruit on this list, perhaps the most surprising of all, the banana. For years, bananas have been marketed as the ultimate healthy fruit. Easy to eat, rich in potassium, gentle on the stomach. On the surface, they seem perfect. But past 60, bananas can quietly undermine your blood sugar, digestion, and overall vitality. Here's the hidden truth. A ripe banana has a glycemic index of around 62. Once it turns spotted and soft, the way many older adults prefer, the GI climbs above 70. That means your body processes it almost like pure sugar. One medium banana delivers about 17 grams of rapidly absorbed sugar. In 2022, a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors who ate bananas daily had insulin levels 27% higher, and were twice as likely to report afternoon fatigue compared to those who avoided them. Why? Because each banana floods the bloodstream with sugar, forcing the pancreas to work overtime. Over time, this leads directly to insulin resistance, the gateway to type 2 diabetes. And bananas carry another burden, digestive slowdown. Green or underripe bananas contain tannins, compounds that bind to digestive enzymes and literally glue the gut, causing constipation, bloating, and discomfort. Combine that with age-related declines in gut motility, and bananas become a recipe for sluggish, painful digestion. Even the supposed benefit of bananas, the potassium content, doesn't hold up under scrutiny. They contain far less magnesium, fiber, and antioxidants compared to other fruits. If bananas dominate your fruit intake, you're getting a heavy dose of sugar but missing out on true anti-aging nutrients like polyphenol and vitamin C. George, a 68-year-old retiree, learned this the hard way. Believing bananas were the safest choice, he ate 2 ripe ones every day. Within months, he felt drained every afternoon, suffered regular constipation, and his HbA1c jumped from 5.8 to 6.5, straight into the pre-diabetic range. When he replaced bananas with avocado and sweet potatoes, his energy returned, digestion improved, and blood sugar normalized in just 3 months. The smarter swaps? Avocados and sweet potatoes. Avocados contain 50% more potassium than bananas, yet no sugar. Their healthy fats actually improve nutrient absorption and support heart health. Sweet potatoes, when cooked, deliver potassium plus prebiotic fiber that nourishes the gut microbiome, easing digestion instead of blocking it. The conclusion is clear. Bananas may appear safe and convenient, but for older adults, they often bring more harm than benefit. If you want steady energy, stable blood sugar, and a healthier digestive system, leave bananas behind and choose fruits that truly work with your aging body, not against it. We've just uncovered the 4 fruits that can quietly drain strength after 60: grapes, pineapple, oranges, and bananas. Each one, in its own way, fuels blood sugar spikes, weakens energy, or stirs up hidden inflammation. But here's the good news: your fruit bowl doesn't have to be the enemy. Choose wisely, and fruit can do the exact opposite, reviving your arteries, calming your joints, sharpening your memory, and even making you feel years younger. So now, let's turn the page. Let's look at 4 of the most powerful fruits you should eat every single day after 60. We begin with a jewel red fruit, sparkling like rubies inside a tough outer shell, the pomegranate. Beneath its leathery skin lies a treasure of glistening seeds, bursting with compounds that restore energy, protect the heart, and reawaken memory. For older adults, pomegranates are nothing short of extraordinary. Here's why. As we age, one of the body's silent breakdowns is the slowing of autophagy, the natural recycling system that removes damaged mitochondria, the power plants inside our cells, and replaces them with new, efficient ones. When this recycling falters, energy fades, muscles weaken, and the brain begins to fog. This is where pomegranate polyphenols shine. In the gut, they're transformed into urolithin, a compound proven to switch autophagy back on. Imagine replacing rusted, leaky batteries with brand new ones. That's what pomegranates can do for your cells. Muscles, heart, and brain begin to function as if they've been turned back in time. Science is clear. In 2023, a study of 600 adults aged 60 to 75 showed that drinking a single glass of pure pomegranate juice each day reduced carotid artery thickness by 30%, boosting blood flow to the heart and brain. Another clinical trial in 2021 found that older adults with mild memory decline improved recall by 22% in just 12 weeks of daily pomegranate intake. Real life tells the same story. Helen, a 72-year-old retired nurse, struggled with memory lapses and stiff morning walks. Her daughter suggested adding half a pomegranate to her breakfast yogurt. Within 2 months, Helen's energy soared, her focus sharpened, and her doctor reported improved circulation markers. She said she felt awake again. The best way to enjoy pomegranate? Half a fruit daily, eat the seeds straight, or drink 4 to 8 ounces of diluted pure juice to cut the sugar load. Add the seeds to salads, smoothies, or oatmeal. And don't toss away all of the white inner membranes, they contain vessel-supporting compounds. Pomegranates don't just slow aging. At the cellular level, they help reverse it. If you want supple arteries, a sharper mind, and calmer joints, this is where you begin. Now, from the fruit of cellular renewal to the true guardian of memory, blueberries. Tiny as they may be, blueberries are nature's brain food. For people over 60, they're more than a snack, they're a daily prescription for independence. Their secret lies in anthocyanins, a rare class of antioxidants capable of crossing the blood-brain barrier and entering the very regions responsible for memory and learning. They don't just circulate in the bloodstream, they infiltrate the brain itself, repairing damage from within. The proof is compelling. The long-running Nurses' Health Study tracked more than 16,000 women over 70. Those who ate at least 2 servings of blueberries each week had brain function equivalent to someone 2.5 years younger. Another clinical trial in older adults showed that eating a single cup of blueberries daily for 12 weeks significantly improved memory and boosted activity in the hippocampus, the brain's memory center. But blueberries aren't just for the mind. They activate AMPK, the body's master switch for metabolism, improving insulin sensitivity, stabilizing blood sugar, and enhancing fat burning. They protect the eyes, too. Anthocyanins help regenerate rhodopsin, the protein that allows vision in dim light. Seniors who ate blueberries regularly had a 38% lower risk of macular degeneration and 22% lower risk of cataracts. And for those on the edge of diabetes, the impact is dramatic. In a landmark study, pre-diabetic adults who ate 2 cups of blueberries daily improved insulin sensitivity by 42%, results better than many prescription drugs. The best approach? 1 cup a day, fresh or frozen. Frozen berries retain up to 94% of their antioxidants, making them perfect to keep on hand. If possible, choose wild blueberries. They're smaller, darker, and contain nearly twice the antioxidants of farmed varieties. Add them to oatmeal, yogurt, smoothies, or even baked goods. Heat does not destroy their active compounds. Consider Henry, a 68-year-old retired pilot. He was struggling with brain fog and fatigue. At his daughter's urging, he blended blueberries into his breakfast smoothie. Within 3 months, his memory scores improved noticeably, and he described it as the fog finally lifting. His doctor even noted reduced inflammation markers in his blood. If you want to protect memory, energy, and independence, blueberries are one of the simplest, most powerful tools you can add to your diet right now. And if blueberries are the fruit of memory, then cherries are the powerhouse of natural inflammation control. Don't let their sweetness fool you. These bright red gems are loaded with anthocyanins and quercetin, natural compounds that directly block the same enzymes targeted by arthritis and gout medications, but without the pharmaceutical side effects. For seniors, cherries are more than dessert. They're relief for joints, fuel for sleep, and support for overall vitality. The science is striking. At the University of Michigan, older adults who ate 1 cup of tart cherries daily saw uric acid levels drop by 15% in just 48 hours. For gout sufferers, pain episodes fell by 75% after 6 months of regular intake. In another clinical trial, seniors with insomnia who drank tart cherry juice daily slept an average of 84 minutes longer each night, with sleep efficiency improving by 12%. The reason? Cherries are one of the few foods that naturally contain melatonin, the hormone of sleep, which the body produces less of with age. Cherries also protect the heart. Large studies show that older adults who ate cherries at least 3 times per week had significantly lower CRP levels, an inflammatory marker tied to heart disease and stroke. And for those trying to stay active, cherries speed up muscle recovery and reduce soreness after exercise, keeping you moving even into later decades. The best way to use them? Enjoy 20 to 25 fresh cherries a day in season. Out of season, frozen cherries or pure tart cherry juice, about 8 ounces daily, are excellent choices. Eating them after dinner maximizes the benefits of their natural melatonin. Choose organic whenever possible, since cherries often carry pesticide residues. Few fruits deliver a triple impact quite like cherries, easing pain, protecting the heart, and restoring sleep. For those over 60, they're nothing less than a natural gift. Finally, if there is one fruit that every adult over 60 should make a daily habit, it is the avocado, the true anti-aging superfood. Unlike most fruits, avocados are low in sugar, high in healthy fats, and packed with nutrients that directly support the systems that begin to decline after 60, the brain, the heart, the bones, and the metabolism. Many still believe that avocados make you fat. The truth is the opposite. The monounsaturated fats in avocados act like premium oil for an aging engine. They keep arteries supple, reduce bad cholesterol, and nourish the brain with essential lipids to preserve clarity and sharpness. And unlike bananas, avocados deliver potassium without the sugar surge that leaves you shaky and exhausted. Scientific research confirms the benefits. A major study published in Nutrients tracked nearly 3,000 adults over 60. Those who ate 1 avocado a day scored 25% higher on memory and problem-solving tests compared to those who rarely ate them. Brain scans even showed denser gray matter and stronger neural connections in the avocado group. And the advantages don't stop there. In another clinical trial, simply adding half an avocado to a salad increased absorption of beta-carotene 13-fold and lutein 4-fold. These nutrients are essential for vision and immunity, yet without healthy fats like those in avocados, the body cannot use them effectively. For heart health, avocados provide nearly 690 milligrams of potassium per serving, more than a banana, helping regulate blood pressure, a critical issue since 70% of adults over 60 live with hypertension. They are also rich in lutein, magnesium, vitamin K, and folate, compounds that protect the eyes, strengthen bones, relax muscles, and keep nerves firing smoothly. The best way to enjoy them daily? Eat half an avocado in the morning, spread on whole grain toast or paired with eggs to enhance nutrient absorption. Add a quarter to a lunchtime salad to double the benefits of leafy greens. Save the rest for dinner, mashed into guacamole or sliced alongside fish or chicken. Do not fear the fat. This is the kind of fat your body craves, especially as it ages. Take Adeline, a 75-year-old retired professor. She struggled with high blood pressure and early memory decline. Instead of rushing to medication, she chose to change her diet. She began eating 1 avocado every day, half in the morning, half in the evening. 6 months later, her blood pressure dropped from 148/92 to 126/80. Her memory improved so clearly that her doctor reduced her dosage of blood pressure medication. The truth is this: avocados are more than food. For seniors, they are nature's medicine disguised as fruit, fuel for the brain, protection for the heart, and a key to unlocking nutrients no pill can replace. So now you have the full picture of fruit after 60. Some fruits we've long believed to be healthy, like grapes, pineapple, oranges, and bananas, may, in reality, erode enamel, spike blood sugar, stiffen joints, or slow digestion. They sit innocently in your kitchen, yet for the aging body, they can become silent saboteurs. But the good news is, you are not powerless. By choosing wisely, you can flip the script. Pomegranates to renew your cells. Blueberries to protect memory and vision. Cherries to fight inflammation and restore sleep. And avocados to nourish brain, heart, and metabolism. These aren't just snacks. They are powerful allies, tools that help you age not with decline, but with strength, clarity, and independence. Remember, growing older doesn't mean fading away. It means adapting, making smarter choices that match what your body needs in this stage of life. And those choices, repeated day after day, accumulate into something extraordinary. A handful of blueberries instead of grapes. An avocado instead of a banana. Within weeks, within months, your body will thank you, with steadier energy, a sharper mind, less pain, and a vitality you thought was gone forever. So now you know the hidden truth about fruit after 60. Some can quietly steal your strength, while others can help you walk taller, think clearer, and live longer. But knowledge only matters if you put it into practice. The next time you open your refrigerator or stand in the produce aisle, remember, you hold the power to choose wisely. If this message has given you new insight, I invite you to stay with us. Subscribe to Wise Elders' Tales, and you'll never miss the next story, the next lesson, or the next piece of wisdom that could make your life richer. Tap the like button. It tells us these stories matter to you. Share this video with a friend or loved one, because someone you care about might need this knowledge today. And be sure to ring the notification bell so you're the first to know when a new guide is ready. We're building a community here, a place where aging is not about decline, but about living with strength, clarity, and dignity. And I'd love for you to be part of it.